This is New Hampshire Cross Country, powered by Runners Alley and Marathon Sports, coming at you from the Division II State Championships. This year's Meet Hub brought to you by Tim's Truck Capital. We have our Division II boys race in front of us, and the wind is right in our face, which means going up this hill, the guys will have it at their back.
That's kind of nice.
That's not bad. It's a tough start, so that will help. And talk about tough teams. Hanover, New Hampshire's #1 is in the house today. Hanover girls just took it, so see if the boys can get it as well. Next ranked team in the state is Co-Brown coming in at 7th, Oyster River at 8th, and Milford at 10th. I expect those three teams to have a good battle going on, and you never know who wants to challenge that Hanover spot. You never know who's healthy, who's not this time of the year. Tim, Jimmy, what are we thinking?
Well, Tim's the expert on Division II, so let's turn it over to him real quick here.
Well, Hanover obviously been #1 all year. They haven't lost to a New Hampshire team. The odd thing is on entries, the preliminary entries anyway, that only one Valentino was on there. That was Alex, and I think Andrew has been their #1 the whole season. Unless there's been a last-minute change, they might not be running at full strength today. But if they are running at full strength, they're definitely the favorite. Co-Brown has an outside shot, give or take, a Valentino anyway. They came within, eye shot of them at Manchester Invitational, but again, that was over a month ago, so we'll kind of see how that plays out. My eyes a little bit on Milford. Milford had a great Pelham Invitational a couple weeks ago. If they could develop their fifth, if their fifth is closer to their fourth, they're also in business, not necessarily to win, but they could podium. Who else do you see there?
I mean, Korthals has been having a great season.
Individually, Korthals is leading that group, and he's just pulling them along like the head of a snake.
Yeah.
And they're just getting better every single week, just like Logan Korthals. Logan Korthals might be my pick to win today.
What's happening to Will Smart? He's the type of kid that shows up at big meets. Is he going to show up today?
I think he's going to be right in the mix with those three. I think if Andrew Valentino's running, my thought would be Andrew Valentino, Samard, and Korthals are just going to duke it out, especially up top on that reservoir loop, and then we'll see what comes out of the woods.
Top returner coming back from last year, Ben Ferris. What do you think of him?
Hey, Ben Ferris is a solid runner. He's either going to be their 2 or their 3, and you just never know. If Andrew Valentino's not running, he's a solid #1 as well. His sister just had a great race, if you noticed that.
Yeah, she looked good. Tell me about the young guys from CBNA.
They're great. I mean, honestly, they're more experienced than most freshmen are. They had some great USATF experiences last year, and they've kept a nice calm about them this year, as much as a freshman boy can keep a calm.
Yeah.
So relatively speaking, but they're in this to learn and obviously take a shot at it this year, but they obviously have a bright future ahead of them.
Do you think they like the hills better than the flats?
Definitely.
That's where I think they have a shot today.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a great race. The wind is perfect.
Yeah, it's right up your hill.
I mean, it's blowing northwest, so it's coming right up the hill.
And keep in mind, I know we mentioned on the previous video, but you might be just tuning into this video, top 5 schools make it automatically. Looks like this last race on the girls' side, the 5th place was separated by 1 point. We're still waiting for the official score.
Explain the at-large bids.
So there's 3 at-large bids after all 3 division meets are done today. It's based upon their fastest team average time. And so they're figuring the same time. And this is a great day for it because the weather is not a factor as far as tuning up the course. So it's going to be settled that way. So 5, 5, D1, D2, D3 for 15, and then they've settled the last 3 with the best average times. And which division do you think that might be coming from? Not sure.
Yeah, you don't know at this point. I would give it to Division I this year. On both sides.
But in previous years, it wasn't necessarily the case.
Division II has been really a killer team.
I mean, I definitely think you take the top 5 teams out of each division. That 6th team, it still could be up in the air. I think D1 does have that slight edge, but we'll find out as the day progresses. And it looks like all these guys are on the line now.
Just real quick, we cannot overlook Oyster River. Oyster River's #8, and we didn't even talk about them. Lehman, Mitchell Kesey, they're a nice veteran plus youth, and they usually are really ready to run this
meet.
meet.
Usually pop.
Yeah, so I would not be surprised if they make the podium today either. I think they're still waiting on the timer.
And this is a somewhat new course. They straightened it out a little bit, and
it's definitely the right distance too. So it's not, you're not going to see blazing times. No state records set today.
A little bit more grass where you could too, but gun is up.
Here we go.
2024 Division II Boys State Championship coming up the hill, wind at their back. Great day for it here in New Hampshire. We're at Derryfield Park, and we've got a blistering start on the right side of our screen, and then in the middle.
Great. Kesey's out great.
These guys look like they're pushing pretty hard up this hill, wanting to get to that top spot. Get out of that traffic.
Tell you what, Kesey looks like a college runner.
He does. He hopped over a 6-foot fence at Cole Brown. It was pretty impressive.
Just like that, D2 boys are past us. All right, we're here at the 600-meter mark. They're probably coming at about 500 right now.
It's gonna be Mitchell, right?
That's Mitchell Kesey up front. This race is wide open.
We got Korthals right there, Samard hanging back a little bit, it appears. We've got the first couple of Hanover guys, and you know who I don't see.
I don't see Valentino. I had heard whispers that he might not be racing today.
Airwack and Young's up there. There's 3 through for Milton, 4 through for Milton. Milton's actually winning right now.
Oyster River's got 4,
Browns get their
5.
entire group together. They're looking good.
I mean, this individual race is wide open. Team race as well. Hanover comes in as the state's #1, but they're missing their top guy. You got New Hampshire 7 and 8, Cole Brown, and then Oyster River. And I mean, we're gonna see how this race shakes.
So here the boys come down, closing out this first loop. Won't be able to see them for a minute because of the crowd, but
Looks like it might be Mitchell Kesey of Oyster River in the lead. Nope.
it's tough to see right now. Here we go.
With Samard up there. Korthals, Valentino. Ferris is up there.
So mixed bag for team race right now. Cole Brown's got a few in the top here.
Yep.
Hanover's got their 1 and 2 in the front.
They're sticking their pack up there for sure. Cole Brown is. At this point, Cole Brown's in the lead.
Yeah, Hanover's got their 3 and 4 in the top 20, looks to be. Maybe top 25.
Yep. A lot can happen over this next mile, as we saw in that last race.
Yeah, much different than what we saw for the girls. Just battle between Oyster River and Hanover. Now it's just really not. Could be anybody's race for the team.
This is pretty spread out right now. It must be going out pretty hard. We don't have a split here, but it's not usually this spread out this early in the race.
Yeah, we saw, was it Korthals take it out pretty hard in that start?
Yeah.
So. Yeah, we'll look to see what the first split is at the first mile.
Looks like Samard. Got a pair up front. Yeah, William Samard leading the way. Guys passing that mile mark right now. William Samard, Logan, Korthals. Milford's #1, Hanover's #1, Oyster River's 1, Hanover 2, Cole Brown with 2, Hanover 3. So Souhegan, Plymouth, Milford, that's 2 and 3 from them. Oyster River with another. Cole Brown right now is in the driver's spot. Hanover is right there with him though. Cole Brown with a giant pack. And you know what? I take that back. I think with the low numbers, Hanover does edge out.
I think Hanover's leading right now, but they definitely don't have their stud Valentino.
So right now, definitely, it's Hanover and Cole Brown looking really strong. Oyster River had good bodies in the mix. We saw at least 3 Milford with those low numbers. Again, we are at that 1 mile mark. Thereabouts at least. Tell you, for a mile, I feel like it's not that strung out. You know, you're running in groups.
Right.
You get a little bit of a break in between, but then you've got a group. We've got a group of 3 Lebanon right there, followed by John Stark to break up
5.
break up the other 2 from Leb.
So it's interesting seeing all of Co-Brown running all together.
Yeah.
No one breaking out. It's, pretty different than what we've seen. They've always run kind of as a team, but they usually have those standouts. So we'll see who's standing out up front as we go up the hill.
All right, so Samard seems to have moved up coming up the hill. Kesey seems to have moved back, and you got a pretty big gap between Samard and Korthals here. They've had a good little rivalry so far this year. Korthals has beaten him in the last 2.
Oh, Korthals just rolled into the woods.
Whoa. Maybe an ankle?
I don't know. It almost looked like that, but then we got Hanover's 1, 2.
I think that's
Hanover's 3.
I think that's Groves and Ferris, and then Jane. You got Kesey and Kerouac also in there from Oyster River and Co-Brown,
Young's
respectively.
right behind him. Kerouac going to the arms, coming up over the top.
Here comes Young's. Lehman is Oyster River's 2.
River's number 2. Pete Heyman from Plymouth.
Here comes Milford's 2 and 3.
Dale and Norda.
And so that is, Co-Brown has 4, and then there's their 7.
Wow, they're doing good.
Let's go, man!
I think right now it's probably Hanover, but if Co-Brown's 2 can get up into those top 5 spots, they're in a pretty good spot. Really unfortunate situation there from one of the top runners in the state right now. But we got to get up to the 2 miles, so we're going to see you up there. All right, here we are, top of the hill. Will Samard has
2
made it.
mile right here.
Right now the clock is 10:55.
Looks like he's got about 20 seconds on the field at this point.
So Conval's won, that's Samard. He is looking to be the favorite right
Here
now.
we go. We've got our next 2 coming in, both from
there's-
Hanover.
I think that's Groves and Ferris. Jane was in a good spot as well for Hanover, so they might have 3 coming through pretty. Yep, well there's their top
There's
3.
their top 3 in
So they
3rd,
got-
4th, and second, 3rd, and 4th.
Yep.
There's
Jane had a
Youngs
big
and
race the other
Kerouac.
day, breaking 16. Youngs and Kerouac, that's 5 and 6. They got to make a move and take
And
down one of
they
these
got the
Hanover
7th
guys.
spot too.
So you got
I mean,
3
Norda,
Hanover and then 3
Heyman.
Co-Brown in a row.
Oyster River's number 1.
That's Lehman and then Kesey.
Kesey.
Korthals
There's
is
Korthals
back.
back up.
Good for
Awesome.
him. Good for him.
Milford's number 2.
Really unfortunate
Oyster River.
situation going up that first hill, but he's back.
Hey, all right.
There's
Hanover's
Co-Brown's 5.
4 and 5, right?
And that's, yes,
Four
that's
and
4 and 5.
That's
and then 5
Co-Brown's
for Co-Brown
4.
5. That's 5. That's
That's
5.
your 5. Wow, this is close. This is close. And then there's 6, Valentino. Towhegan putting in a couple good ones through. And there's Co-Brown's top 7. That's good. And then Milford, that's good. At least they're 5. At least they're 5.
So right now it's looking like it's Hanover, but if Co-Brown can break up that 3,
Hanover,
those 3,
Co-Brown, Milford, it looks like to me.
I'm with you, especially with Korthals getting back
up. That's courageous. I don't know what happened, but
That's big.
regardless whether he went down because of an ankle or whatever, getting back up is never easy.
And Oyster River's also in a good spot. They got 2 low 6, I think, in maybe 8 and 9. And they've had a few guys come through as well. I think they got 5 through.
This is gonna be really, really tight.
Yeah.
If either Youngs or Kerouac can
Break up that top
break
3
up
for
that top
Hanover.
3, it's going to get really, really close.
Yep.
It is tough when they have their first 3 in front of your 1 and 2, but
I mean,
their
there's-
1, 2, 3 was right behind them.
Yeah, I mean, you had Hanover's 1, 2, 3, and then
They were
Co-Brown's
2,
1,
3,
2, 3.
4, and
then
then it was
Hanover's
Ke-
5, 6, 7.
5, 6, 7. Wow. Lebanon going with the chili pepper shorts. I like it. Of course, I like chili peppers, and then, of course, my daughter is a rep for chicken legs. We got a bow guy just staring into the camera, almost going right off course. Got to get in his 15 seconds of fame. Plymouth looks like they're doing all right too. Nobody up front, but Lebanon's just putting a pile through right at there. John Stark looks like they got their entire squad right here, and the guy's got the Data Star Trek
Not sure what
glasses.
those were.
Yeah, the Uniglass. I like it. I don't know that it's sunny enough out to warrant the sunglasses, but
So top 5 are going to meet a champs. We're
Meet a
looking
champ.
at Hanover, Co-Brown, Milford, Oyster River, Sauhegan maybe?
Sauhegan, possibly Plymouth, maybe. I don't know. It's hard to say in that last spot. You know, especially when the front of that race was heavily dominated by
The top 2 teams?
Yeah, the top 2 teams, and then you toss in Oyster River there as well, right?
So we thought Valentino wasn't racing. He is racing, just
At least one of the Valentinos is. There are twin brothers.
Oh, they're
look
twins?
Almost, yeah, they almost
well,
look
never
exactly
mind then.
the same.
One Valentino isn't racing then.
Yeah, I can't remember which is which. I think it's Andrew that is their top guy.
Yep.
But yeah. I had the twins with the O'Shea girls, and it was awful difficult to tell them apart sometimes. Finally, after my second year coaching them, I was finally able to tell them apart.
So right now the clock's reading 15 flat.
I'm going to go out not on a very long limb here, but that is the best hair in Division II cross
I'm
country.
with you. It's not even close.
Not even close.
Layman's got a shout with the braids.
Yeah, but not that.
No, that was pretty nice. And so from this point on, you really got a big downhill, and then you hit the field.
The field.
The field is killer. You got to. Oh, Seinfeld down over there. The field is killer. You know, a lot of guys will tell you that coming around that field, if you got a guy on your back or you got 10 seconds on the guy. I remember last year, Jamie won this race from Co-Brown, and he almost got caught on that field because he was just trying to make
I've
it
had a
through.
guy leading the race with 4:50 to go and end up fourth just because
Really?
they laid it all out in the other 2.9 miles
I mean,
of the course.
You still
they
got
just didn't have it. Yeah.
You know, 500 meters once you hit the field. You can't take that lightly.
No. They did end up going on to New England, so rectified the problem. But yeah, they were trying to put some big hurt on people and just didn't have it the rest of the field.
Coming down, closing in on the third mile.
Samard of Conval. Will Samard with the lead.
Samard, really great race from him right now. He actually has a pretty significant lead.
Crushing it. I don't know, I expected this big of a gap, but wow, he must be running a phenomenal race.
Yeah. So we'll look to see who's in second here. That looks to be
Ferris. Yeah, that's Ferris of Hanover.
Hanover's 1 and 2 are in second
Followed
and
by
third.
Groves of Hanover.
Harrison Groves up front. And then, is this Co-Brown?
That should be Patrick Young's Co-Brown.
Yep, 2
Followed by
Co-Brown.
teammate Kerouac of Co-Brown as well.
So
So we
Co-Brown
got a tight
have
one up top here.
Yeah. It looks like Hanover's third runner here. It's like,
And Co-Brown's third.
yeah, so tight race between Hanover and Co-Brown for the team.
Oyster River now has 2 through. Here comes Hanover's 4 and 5, so they're in the driver's seat.
Yeah, they definitely are. Co-Brown's looking pretty good here too. We'll look to see what goes down in the final straight.
Samard,
There's Samard coming around.
just a giant lead. Must have really worked those hills that second mile.
Yeah, they went out hard too.
Going by us just over 16 minutes. Be a phenomenal run for him.
Hanover's crew putting in the work too, second and third. Groves and Ferris coming in.
Coming down the straight. Will Samard of Conval. Yeah, he's got a big lead.
I'm gonna end up on video. I'm not screaming.
Hanover coming around the tree though.
Let's go, Will. Come on, Will.
They're 1-2.
Come on, Will.
Will Samard though, he's gonna go ahead and finish this up. 2024 Division II Boys State Champion, Will Samard.
It's like Ben Groves is going to take second, followed by Ryan Ferris, Hanover, both Hanover boys, second and third. And here comes the main competition.
So we've
Sam
seen
Youngs and Luke Kerouac of Co-Brown.
2 for Hanover, this is 2 for Co-Brown. Right after each other. Plymouth, Hanover's third. Milford,
Logan Carthel's Plymouth. Co-Brown's third.
Sauhegan, Oyster River with a pair.
TC and Lehman.
Looks like we've got Hanover's number 4, and I think I see Hanover's number 5. They should secure this one. Oyster River with another. That's going to be their 3rd. Cole Brown's got their 5 in sight now. That's 4 and 5. Milford again. Sauhegan with 2. Bo with another.
You got that!
So again, Hanover's got their 5. They've got this wrapped up. Cole Brown has 5 across as well.
Let's go, John.
Hanover, Lebanon, Hanover. Strong team, deep team for Hanover. That's their top 7.
Nice taekwondo.
Cole Brown with another. Kingswood, Sauhegan, Milford, Cole Brown. That's their top 7. Both teams showing the depth in this race. Still the only 2 teams with 5 across.
You want to go around and look at those shirts?
And we're 30 deep at this point as we've got a good battle between Plymouth and Hollis Brookline, then Oyster River, Kennett. Bo over Oyster River, Bo again. They've had 3 or 4 pass. Merrimack Valley, Sauhegan, John Stark.
Sauhegan's going to have 5 in now. Got to have 5.
Oyster River has 5, Sauhegan has 5. Looking for that 5th team. Hollis Brookline with 2, that helps them. Kingswood, Oyster River. That's displacement. Merrimack Valley. Sauhegan, again, more displacement for them. Kennett, Plymouth, Milford, Kennett.
Milford's going to be close also.
Come on, Will.
Milford currently has 4 across.
Will, right in front of you. Come on. Come on, let's go, dude.
Milford has 4, Hollis Brookline has 4, Plymouth has 3, Bo has 3. So this is going to be Hollis Brookline's number 5 then. That's going to be their 5th. We'll see how close Milford's 5th can be. I haven't seen them yet. I believe that's Milford now coming at us. Kennett got their 5 in as well. Wow. Timberlane pumping it to the finish line. So huge group of guys coming through now. We've got a bunch of Lebanon, some Timberlane, Laconia in there as well. Bo. So Hanover wins this. We know that. Cole Brown gets 2nd. We know that. Oyster River, I think, is going to take 3rd. Sauhegan comfortable 4th. And then that 5th spot, guaranteed spot, looks like it's going to be Milford.
It shows you how tough Hanover is. They didn't run with their number 1 guy today. He was missing. So it shows you how deep they are.
That's right.
That's why they're the number 1 team in state. No matter what division.
So congratulations to Hanover, double winners today. 2024 is their year.
They're definitely good for them, but I mean, they got a strong program on both sides, and they're young. Come on, young guys. Especially on the girls' side.
That's right. Just saw Austin Freeman finish up for John Stark, followed by Vincent Hollenbach of Conval. And right now we've got 100th finisher. So our top 100 guys are through and done. Yeah, great race from Will Simard. I mean,
I'm happy for him, man.
Yeah, we talked about it kind of off camera a little bit about you expecting him to really push it and show that he can compete in the cross country season. Obviously, strong track runner.
Yeah, I mean, I feel if you run a 9:15 or so as a junior, nobody else is even close to you here. So, the right guy won today. I think Valentino could give him a run for his money. He did D2, but he wasn't here to play, so.
Hey, I tell you, Ben Groves, Ryan Ferris, they ran well together as teammates.
Yep.
Making sure Hanover gets those low points. There's always that job to do, and they were able to do it. Well, majority of the guys for D2 are through. We got to get ourselves ready for the next division. Once again, this is New Hampshire Cross Country powered by Runners Alley Marathon Sports. This has been your 2024 Division II Boys State Championship. Neat coverage, of course, brought to you by Tim's Truck Capital. Huge shout out to them as always. Come championship season, great supporter. Thank you to them. Thank you again, Runners Alley Marathon Sports. Great day for D2. We're moving on.